What's up, agents, and welcome back to a vendor reset video for the 8th of July 2025. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. We're at the base of operations. Let's get straight into it. So there's a profit for sale. Determined is better than perfect determined, but if you want one for your stash, you might want to pick it up. If you want a M1928, no, let's scratch that and let's just move on straight away. It is no good. Everything else is garbage. Let's move on. Clan Vendor has got a new reliable, letting you roll whatever you want here in the attribute. I would recommend crit chance. We've got a hardwired mask, a striker's backpack, a future initiative holster. We've got a few other things here, but nothing that stands out any good at all. Maybe this China light. Nope. The electric could be good. Skill haste, you could quite easily put status effects on here and that would be all right. Everything else though is trashed here, so let's move on. At the countdown vendor, we've got a mop, pretty well rolled actually if you want to pick it up. It's got armor on kill on, so it's pretty specialized in that way. Put whatever talent you want on it. The closer and the darkness though are an easy pass. Let's move on. At the theater, they've got a whisper but needs a lot of optimization, and the gun isn't that good anyway. We've got some really weird Hanyu gloves with a double red. We'll pass on them. Everything else is really bad here, so let's just move on. Down at the castle, we've got a punch drunk. Worth picking one of these up if you've not got one. Pretty well rolled this one as well. We've got a military MK46, one of my favourite LMGs with rate of fire on. Keep rate of fire on it. Change the talent. Good pickup. We've got a Lengmo mask with crit chance. Could be crit chance, crit damage if you want to keep the armour attribute. Same with this Petrov. This could be crit chance, crit damage, although it would take quite a bit of optimization. Mods are trash. Let's move on. Okay, at the campus, we've got a forge. Pretty hard to get hold of these, but if you want to pick one up, this might be the one for you because it's got armour regen on, meaning you could use this for some kind of tank build. A perfect core attribute here. You could change this to armor and use it in a tank build really easily. There is a classic RPK with frenzy on. If you want to keep frenzy on, change the optimal range off. There is an electric mask with skill damage on, so this could be status effect skill damage pretty easily. We've got a Walker Harris holster that could be crit chance, crit damage, although there is a little bit of optimization needed there. Some options here, but the rest is trash. Let's move on. DZ West has got a baker's dozen, but needs so much optimization, I really wouldn't bother. We've got a sausage. Who doesn't like sausage? With damage target out to cover on. This is a great pickup if you need one. Just change the talent to whatever you want, but obviously just remember it needs DZ credits. We've got a hot shot set of gloves, future initiative knees. We've got some Araldi gloves with weapon handling that could be weapon handling and headshot damage, but definitely not best in slot. Maybe if you're a newer player, but again, DZ credits for it anyway. The mods are trash. Let's move on. DZ East has got a white death. It's got determined on already. You could change the damage to armor to damage target out of cover and just roll with determined if you are that kind of person. The relic here with perfect determined on, but the gun isn't that good. We've also got future initiative mask and a true patriot holster. There is streamline on this LMG if you still need it for your library. There's a double red 511 that we'll never use, so let's just move on, and let's just move on to the next CP. DZ. Okay, so DZ South has a China light backpack with status effects, skill damage. It's the strategic alignment. This is probably worth picking up if you've not got one. It's fairly good and pretty well rolled already. Not a lot needed. Everything else, however, though, isn't great. There's an Aces and Eights backpack of a torso chest piece. And there is a Jarl chest that tried really hard with headshots and obliterate, but again, not great. Probably not worth spending DZ credits on. Let's move on. At Brooklyn, at the bridge, we've got a few things for sale, but nothing that stands out to being good. There is an electric holster with status effects really well rolled, meaning you can put skill haste on this and it's going to take you hardly any optimization whatsoever, but the rest is pretty trash, so let's just move on. Haven Vendor. This is always a tricky one. He tends to sell the most random of stuff. And again, this week, it's not great. There's an Overlord chest piece that could be crit chance, crit damage, but you'd have to keep glass cannon on if that's really something you're looking at. There's an Overlord mask that could be crit chance, crit damage very easily. That's probably the best buy of the week. That is pretty sad. All right, let's go and see the main man, see what Roy's got for us. Looking for Roy to save us. He's got an M700 actually with damage target out of cover. Great sniper. Put whatever talent you want on it and you'll be laughing. There's a police 686 Magnum. Really good Magnum. If you've not got the harvest, maybe pick one of these up. Already got damage target out of cover on. So not a terrible shout either. Everything else though is trash. Overall, not a great week. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below, give the video a thumbs up if you like this content, and maybe get yourself that DJ Tickle membership by clicking join, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, agents. Goodbye.